Merry Christmas to everyone from here, Mr. Kotel Show. Everyone sends you a Merry Christmas, and in the Christmas spirit, we're giving away some books. If we are lucky, we're going to show you us actually giving away these books, and we have many gifts. These are the gifts, the books that we read, so that we can think about it's a pleasant future, right? They made us think differently about the world and view the world differently. So we're trying to give and send that message towards everyone. So if you want a book, comment below, or if you know someone that might like this book, comment below and we'll send it to you and give them the book. And we'll also be giving away these books in the streets, right? Because that's what we do. So first one, this is like, it's an interesting book. I don't know if many people know it, but it sold a lot of copies. It's an old book. This guy was actually like an assistant, a number two for Henry Ford, who is the founder of Ford, right? So he thought that it was going to be the next CEO, and he was really ambitious. So when he got fired, he just got angry. So I think when you're reading this book, just read it in terms of like looking at it in a mindset manner. Read it as you are trying to not be that particular person, because even if you were successful, you crashed at the end. So go read that book. It's really dope. If you want it, comment below. Next one, Pursuits. So I don't know if many people know this, but I'm a World War II fanatic. I'm interested in that era, and this book, it's about Americans who were actually chasing the Nazis during 1944, right? That was like the peak of the war, and like the war was about to be over. So it's really amazing. I think if like you're into fiction, hunting, crime, and all that, and Nazis being caught, no one likes the Nazis except maybe Kanye. But but yeah, if you want this book, Pursuit. The other one is Citizen Soldiers. This is Citizen Soldiers. If you want it, you can get it. It's also about World War II. So this is like counts. It's statements from people that actually survived the war from 1938 to 1945. So these are people, nurses, Air Force people, soldiers in the ground. You kind of like World War II, but if like you're a history fanatic, you need this, and we need this to think differently about things. What happened back then, we don't need it to happen again, so we have to be cautious about what we're doing and what we're thinking about and what type of messages we're sending. So this reminds everyone of the badness that can happen to human beings. So if you need this book, comment. The other one then is Lightly. This is Lightly, but it's a horror book. That's all I'm going to say, because it's a technological book, scientific book, but it's mixed with a little bit of horror. So if you like science fiction and you like the thrill of other things, I think you're going to enjoy this book, and we'll be giving it away, giving everything away, man. When we were renting books, we used to rent books. This was like the number one rented book ever because of how dope it is, right? So this is a classic book, and I think now it's worth way more than we got it for. So I think since it's like a classic book, it might be going for thousands of dollars. So we're actually giving it away. If you want this, Tinkers, man, Tinkers, Google it, because I won't make it justice. I won't make justice just explaining what Tinkers is right now. But if you want this book, or if you know someone that might enjoy something about inventors, some people that are be tinkering with things, this is a book for you. You know what? Send them to them. We'll send it to you, and you send it to them. The next one, these two, the Tinkers and this one, these are my prized possessions because they are vintage books. This is Brave New World. So this book is the most banned book ever in the history of books. This is the most banned book that has ever been, and I read it so that I understand why society right now doesn't want us to read these books. Multiple schools have banned this book, but it's about a utopia that was created, but there's someone, the main character in here, doesn't like the new utopia and feels like the struggles of human beings is what makes us human, not children that are made by artificial children that are perfect, right? So imagine a world where everyone is perfect. It's a utopia. Maybe if like you're a scientist, you might like that, but if you read more of this book, you understand why we have to be cautious about such a utopia. The next one is for business people, man. I don't know, it's hard for me to give this book away, but Someone told me, my mother told me, if you're giving something away because you don't want it, that's not giving it away, right? You're not helping anyone. So I like this book, and I think more people should read it. So I'm going to give it away. So maybe something returns. What's that Bible verse? Someone write it down about giving. Tax haven. So these are international tax haven places where you can place your money and you don't get taxed much. These are specifically for people that are trying to do businesses, but it's not for shady stuff. I know people be thinking about shady stuff. And last but not least, these are for black people, man. Even if you're not black, I think if you're trying to understand the struggles of black people in South Africa, apartheid and everything, this is 491 days Winnie Mandela. So these are the counts, what happened, the statement, what happened during the time when she was imprisoned for 491 days. So if you're interested in understanding our struggles and everything, request this book, comment below, share and whatever. We'll be choosing people so that we send these books to, and we'll be heading out in the street and giving away these books. If we're lucky, we'll show it. Comment, like, whatever you have to do, man.